McGraw in the Morning continues on the Big 550 KTRS.
Hey, if you're traveling down the street and all of a sudden a bunch of people break out in Shakespeare talk, it's the reason why is our next guest, Rick Dildine, back for more. 4 years you've been head of this Shakespeare Festival here in St. Louis. 4 years.
4 years now.
You also started the Street Fair Shakespeare Festival, too, right? You
Shakespeare in the Streets.
Yeah, you did that last year on Cherokee Street, and it was a giant success, wasn't it?
It was a great weekend of shows, yeah.
Yeah, good. All right, we'll talk about the more, I guess, guerrilla Shakespeare in a second. But your rehearsals are underway for this year's Shakespeare Festival. Tell us the play we're going to do.
Yeah, we're going to be doing 12th Night. 12th Night opening May 24th through June 16th. It's one of Shakespeare's most famous comedies. Be out in Forest Park, all for free.
Give us the rundown of that one. I haven't read that one.
Well, 12th Night is a comedy by Shakespeare, and like all good comedies, it involves twins and mistaken identities. And a shipwreck. It starts with a shipwreck. Two twins are separated out in an ocean, and they wash up on shore. And because this makes total sense, the girl of the boy-girl twins thinks, I need to dress up like a man to survive. So she takes on the clothing of her brother, and mistaken identity and love triangles ensue.
You know what's interesting about this is you can't say that you stole this from an episode of, say, Three's Company. Because Three's Company stole this from Shakespeare.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
I mean, everybody stole from Shakespeare.
Yeah, when you look back, all those great stories, love, hate, jealousy, romance, come from Shakespeare.
All right, so auditions are going on now, did you say?
Auditions are done. We've got the cast all set, and we'll be starting this month.
All right, good. Now, tell us about this cyberbullying Shakespeare play.
Yeah, I've always been intrigued by the idea of putting a social issue with Shakespeare's work. We talked to teachers, students, parents, and we said, what do you need? What is really keeping you up at night? And we always came back to bullying. So now we're in our third year of an anti-bullying initiative.
So talk about that. What's going on?
Well, we've been taking scenes from Shakespeare and taking them into schools and using those scenes to talk about bullying. And right now we're about to premiere a brand new play called Winning Juliet that we've been writing with 5 local high schools. And it's about the competition for winning the role of Juliet.
Okay, but it's an anti-bullying message.
Yeah.
Told through a Shakespeare play.
Absolutely. So there's girls that are competing for the role of Juliet, and there's one young lady who decides she's a little scared to audition because of the other girls at school, so she films her own audition, but she just happens to film Juliet's suicide scene. That video gets hacked, and it goes online, and people think it's real, and the girl gets expelled.
Is any other Shakespeare group festival doing anything like this in the country?
Well, we really try to flip it on its head and say, how is this relevant to people today? And we're really looking at it from different angles constantly.
That's what's great about you, because a lot of people they know Shakespeare, they were forced to read it, they've sat through a couple plays, they don't get it. But when it's updated and sort of relevant for today through Shakespeare's eyes, it finally clicks for them.
Oh, absolutely. When it doesn't feel so foreign, when they can see themselves in it.
Right. Yeah. All right, good. So what do we know about Winning Juliet? What do we need to know?
Well, Winning Juliet's going to come up at the end of this month, April and May. It's going to be running April 27th through May 5th at Clayton High School. We've had 5 schools that are involved in making this play: Grand Center Arts Academy, Clyde Miller Career Academy, Clayton High School, Webster Groves High School.
That's pretty neat. And then tell us about this Grove Shakespeare on the street in the Grove.
Yeah, we're going to be doing another play with the neighborhood, and we've just announced that we're producing another play with the Grove neighborhood, and that'll be in September.
What's the play?
Well, we haven't picked it yet.
Oh, you haven't picked it yet?
The residents and the business owners are all picking it right now. We'll spend the next 9 months or so making that play with them.
I would say A Midsummer Night's Dream. You have an award-winning wall right here.
Right.
I was the wall.
Hear that now, people.
Hear that
We're
now.
casting.
I wore tights once, and that's it. I don't need to wear tights ever again. Rick Dildine, to find out more about and everything you talked about here about the Shakespeare Festival, where do we go?
We go to our website, www.sfstl.com.
Say it again?
sfstl.com.
sfstl.com. sfstl.com. Shakespeare Festival. So you've got 12th Night. You've got Winning Juliet, and then you've got the Grove coming up later this summer.
That's right.
4 years here in St. Louis. You came down from Chicago.
That's right.
You've really, as I said on the break, you've really turned this Shakespeare community on its ear, haven't you?
Thanks, man. Thanks. You know, we've increased attendance by over 30%. Last year, 66,000 people saw Othello, and we want more to come out this year.
And you've not only embraced, but you've seemed to have struck a chord with the minority community and Shakespeare.
Shakespeare is really for every man, and we want to make it as accessible as possible and remind people that it's theirs. I mean, this is a completely free festival. It's funded almost entirely by donations of St. Louis. So this is really by the people, for the people.
Rick Dildine, thanks for coming in.
Thanks, man.
You got it. All right.